to the play before this great play that we just saw. Just because you can't allow that to go down. Make two bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
There to Durant. Want the assist.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
And a whistle.
And you can't lunge like that.
Substitution being made in this one. Kemba Walker, tough matchup against Durant. Fires the three. And it's Griffin there to clear the rebound. To Westbrook. Deep left corner. Trying to cash in. Wide open look. Won't go. LeBron James with the rock. LeBron James. Can't ask for much more. He's perfect. 5 for 5 from the field.
So you're just going to let him go coast to coast like that?
Westbrook across the timeline. Down 12.
Right.
Nothing going here on that drive. And he'll go to the foul line.
And as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Russell Westbrook. Couple of free throws on the way. He struggled so far. Misses the first. Knocks down the second after missing the first.
I like that.
For three, and Kevin Durant unguardable. Hand in his face, he still hits the three.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
To Griffin. Knocked loose. And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Durant. So possession will stay right where it is. It's that time for new blood. Mike Budenholzer makes the move to his bench. Paul George. Whoa, Chris Middleton. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Stuffs it down with authority.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
Giannis with it up top. 14-point deficit. Free throws coming up.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Chris Middleton at the line for 2 shots. A career 87% from the line. And he connects on the first free throw. Makes them both.
Good shot.
Harden. That is no good. Very curious shot selection. Harden gets it in the left corner. Simmons. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks knocks it down for three.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Irving carries it on the catch and shoot.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. When they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
His guys have the lead. Joel Embiid pins it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
And the finish, slam dunk.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back, everybody communicated, everybody pointed. It was just better offense than there was defense.
Irving to Leonard from long range. And Kawhi Leonard, good on the quick release there.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have something. In a piece of the rock tonight.
Anthony Davis snatching it out of the air.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant. Nearing impossible. No getting through.
That's 5 blocks tonight.
Kevin Durant. Huge block. Changes now for both clubs. Antetokounmpo. George against KD. Paul George. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
Can we all just agree that that handle is next level, but that jumper's wet too?
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. James, tough matchup against George. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Curry. Oh, they call him for the foul.
His timing was a tad bit off.
First try at the line, no good. Good bounce back, hits the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Shifting gears, here come some substitutions. Here's LeBron for two. That's usually one that he'll knock down.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Great dish to set it up. Walker, that's off the side of the rim, no good. Nothing going here on that try. And two for AD.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
It's Steph Curry with the rock. And they called a foul. Felt the breeze there, Jay.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Off the mark on the first free throw. Missed the second one as well. Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody would be wilding on the court. Guaranteed.
Stephen Curry with a look. Steph Curry, 2 of 4 now.
These breakdowns happen because a team lacks communication. You have to point towards your man, keep that butt towards the baseline, and make sure you communicate through every screen.
Across the timeline, it's Walker. Down a bundle. Missed it. How'd that not go down? Durant across the timeline. Looking to make something happen. To Simmons. Has a chance. Knocks it down from mid-range.
So deadly. Now look, part of that is God-given talent. But the other part is that ball speed combined with that handle. Oh, that's off the charts. But he always finds a way to slow himself down right before he goes into that shot.
Add 2 points to the board.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
James matched up with Paul George. Around the perimeter to Leonard. Fires the three. No good. That's great defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Simmons to Leonard. Has a look. Kawhi Leonard. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
James. Yes. It drops. Little drama on that one. And it's Leonard there to clear the rebound. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
The West certainly didn't have a problem putting up
Player of the half.
Kevin Durant has the defense figured out, and his shots are falling for him. That's a lethal combination that will be hard to overcome. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
The East All-Star.
Game track. Defense.
The West All-Stars are using defense to create offense, and it's coming off blocks and steals. They're putting in work on both ends of the court. Fellas, back to you.
First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway.
Cookies.
Knock
fresh out
loose.
the oven. Cutter, coming through.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
James Harden. At the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 85% free throw shooter. Free throws good as they continue to widen their lead. Curry has it. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Harden matched up with the two-time MVP. To Leonard. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And Kawhi Leonard buries the three with a hand in his face.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip. And when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
Kyrie Irving is going to get 3 shots here. A career 87% from the line. Knocks down the first. And he hits the second. Hits all 3 free throws. Now their head coach signals for a timeout. He'll gather the troops and talk things over. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. To Paul George. To Curry. Trying to cash in. Shot by Curry, no good. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters. But when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Lillard takes aim at Steph Curry. Has a chance. Shot by Lillard, no good.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Knocked loose. That's out of bounds. Last touch by LeBron. No turnover as possession stays where it was. Walker. Give it to him. Kemba Walker. 3 for 6 now.
And here's a next level comment for you. K-Walk is one of the rare guys in the league today that blurs the lines between the streets and the league.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
Maybe pace it right here. They got a big lead at home.
George to Jokic. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Kevin Durant has it. Count it. No and 1. There was some contact there.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
And they call the foul. Careful there, Jay.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Paul George. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Uh-oh, emphatic slam.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Give it to him. Kemba Walker. 4 out of 7.
Here's lesson number 1. When you allow a player
It's Steph at the controls. To Kemba Walker. Screen coming. Kemba Walker up against the Weber State product. Knocked loose. And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Durant. Time to shuffle things up. George. Kevin Durant swats it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Walker with the interception. James into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
To Harden.
Hey, match up, match up, match up.
Davis. Lillard. Tough shot. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Give that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
LBJ has it.
Come on.
To Lillard. 4-3. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Davis to Durant.
Watch Cutter, watch Cutter, watch Cutter.
Hands up, back door, back door, back door, back door.
Mouse in the house.
Doesn't get the bounce.
It's easy. Force guys
Pick up,
into
pick up,
low
pick up.
percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Embiid. That's no good. To Durant. Lets it fly from long range. And Kevin Durant, unguardable. Hand in his face, he still hits the three.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2 guard. Scary.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Durant. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
It's LeBron.
Coming off.
Not that time.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Now their head coach signals for a timeout. He'll get his guys together and talk things over. New blood coming in for both sides. Kawhi Leonard with a piece. That's his third block this evening.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Anthony Davis with the block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
To Davis. Leonard. Over to the right side. Leonard. That's off the side of the rim. No good.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To Leonard. Slam dunk.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy, because leads can evaporate quickly.
Giannis in control of the basketball. His guys down big. LeBron into the front court. He'll run the offense. Durant to Irving. Kyrie Irving. He's now 4 for 6.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Walker to Antetokounmpo. Had a chance, but it's no good. Irving with the basketball. His guys holding the big lead. Kawhi Leonard against George. Irving to Durant. Nothing going here on that drive. A drive by Durant, but his shot won't go. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration. Kevin Durant, dynamic once again.
And giving it to you any way you want it. On the block, from the perimeter, mouse in the house, whatever the scenario is, Kevin Durant has an answer.
And too much contact.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Anthony Davis sends it away. Good defense. He had nowhere to go. The result, jump ball. After the tie-up, they're in position for the jump ball. LeBron into the front court. Final minute to play in this third quarter. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Knocked loose. That's out of bounds. Last touch by LeBron. So possession will stay right where it is. Blake Griffin against KD. Kevin Durant sends it away. And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Durant. Griffin. To Jokic. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Jumper's good.
It can only be one of 2 things here. 1, the defender ran out of gas, or 2, this dude is just unstoppable.
In a flash, scores at the rim.
It's almost like he had the defender on a string, and he's the puppet master.
James buries it.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
James clears the rebound.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to...
Team Curry gonna have the ball first as we start the fourth. And they have done no wrong to this point. They have this game well in control.
They took control early and they never let up. The scary thing about this team, if they keep their foot on the gas and then throttle it down, they can win this game by 50.
Short jumper misses. And finishes strong. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The results, he's going to the line.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Oops,
Knock
he
that
missed
shot,
the
man.
first one. No good. Missed them both. Thompson to bring it into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Message received. Well defended. Jokic to Westbrook. Curling inside. The drive right to the basket. Curry to the basket, but it won't go down. Thompson. Rebound pulled down by Giannis. Curry to bring it up. Down a bundle to Jokic. Kawhi Leonard rejects it. Fourth this contest.
I got him.
You know,
I got ball.
sometimes
I got ball.
basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Out of bounds off Ben Simmons. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot.
And James Harden, well defended, still gets it to go down. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He's a scorer and an elite passer.
Giannis Antetokounmpo trying to cash in on the three-point play. He's struggled so far. Free throw good, so they get the three-point play, but it's not much more than a drop in the bucket with the score right where it is. That's not his range. It's no good. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Oh, big finish at the rim.
It reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody...
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Harden here against Steph. Chance from long range.
Who gonna do this?
George and knocks it down. And Jay, the system produces once again.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Rises for the slam.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
George buries it on the catch and shoot.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
I got this.
To Middleton. And a rim rocker. Joel Embiid.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Leonard, he engulfed him that time.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
It's Harden, brings the ball up. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row. Everybody's quiet. Nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him. I'm going to stop him. You're in a worrisome place for your team.
And that's going to get out of bounds. No turnover as possession stays where it was. Time for some new personnel into the game. Middleton. George had made his first couple, but he misses there. Durant. Crazy shot that time. No good. Cashes in for 2.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Harden. Not sure what that was all about. It's no good. And that's going to get out of bounds off of Harden. Kemba Kemba Walker, defended by Kevin Durant. Beyond the arc for three. Now that's a contest. Antetokounmpo to Walker. Has a look. Deep two there. Won't go. To James. Giannis Antetokounmpo able to recover with the block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Runner's good there.
Good shot.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
That's all right, baby. Get it back. We get the next one. We get the next one.
James to Leonard. Going to launch beyond the arc. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Paul George fires, not that time.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
To Antetokounmpo. Walker. Terrific. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
I got ball. I got ball. That's me.
And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
Ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is, though.
Me neither.
Celtic.
It's PG for two. Can't connect. Joel Embiid. With that, he's 5 for 9.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Layup goes down. Well done.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Antetokounmpo can't connect. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by LeBron James. Not loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
Let's just let the clock run out. We got to get out of here. I got a dinner to go to.
James to Leonard. Fires the three. Kawhi Leonard is going to get a chance at three here. A career 84% free throw shooter. And hits the first free throw. Hits the second. One more coming. Takes advantage of the foul. 3 for 3 at the line.
There you go. Good shot, baby.
Russ at the controls. To Antetokounmpo. Good look that time, but off the mark. There you go. Way to stay with it.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
James against Paul George. Add 2 points to the board.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot flip, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Russell Westbrook sizing up the all-star Lillard. Knocked away. It's getting dangerous down there.
And I hated getting my shot blocked like that, but I did like getting the ball right back.
Walker. short jumper won't fall.
All right here. They can pick it up. They can pick it up.
Durant. Well defended. Long heave from three-quarters court.
The West All-Stars won this match.
The All-Star who was cold.
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment.
The All-Star Game MVP.
Kevin Durant shined brightest at today's All-Star game. You could tell he was having a lot of fun, and I was happy to see him get the MVP award. Time now for the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1. Game track. Defense.
The West All-Stars put under pressure defensively in this game. And in return, they put back some blocks and steals on the stat sheet. Not only that, they put a W in the win column. And that's everyone's favorite stat.
The All-Star MVP.
Kevin Durant is your on behalf of Ed Cohen and Jay